Damn.
Trying to kill me.
We're back. This highly anticipated video.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't anticipated.
No, for like 10 people maybe. Yeah, so we've been gone for a while. Probably a new garage you probably recognize. It's kind of bunk. Yeah. Yeah, I moved, Josh moved. Billy still didn't move, but but yeah, so we're in the new garage. Kind of doing some upgrades that have been
Not really upgrade.
well,
This
yeah,
is
repair.
Maintenance for actually just maintenance for us.
Probably a repair I'd call it, because this thing, those of you guys have been following the channel for a while. You know, I've had a lot of steering issues, and you know, it started basically at the bottom with tie rods, which wasn't the machine's fault, just fell into a bad line or whatever. And then after that, I broke a rack and had some power steering issues, like it was just weak. So then I changed the power steering, like, computer, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, I put the upgraded Weller one in it, hoping that that's what was going bad, because I guess some of them did, but that didn't help either. And then just stuck so much money into steering that I stopped there and just kind of muscled through it. Basically, it's like riding with no power steering half the time, so it kind of sucked.
And this all happened too after just one big hit.
Yeah.
Through a mud hole.
Right.
Of all places.
Yeah, and it was a long time ago. It was close to when I got the rig, but you know, just been battling other things, so never really got around to, I don't know. Plus the only thing really left that we can think of is the power steering motor itself, which is right here behind the wheel, and it's kind of like what everything mounts to. And I forget exactly how much they were new, but they were close to $1,000. So as you can tell, without actually knowing that that's the problem, you know, I wasn't real keen on spending the money on one, but I happened to find a pretty good deal on a used one out of a 19. So figured maybe it'll make me a little happier having some good steering. So we're hoping to swap that out, and that'll fix my steering issues.
One can only pray.
Yeah. What's the latest on your machine?
So S'more blew the front diff.
Yep.
And that was it.
S'more, you blew the diff, and then we went riding at the cliffs one time after that with the diff blown. So when the diffs blow on these, you know, for the guys that don't know, they still function fine.
It's just it breaks teeth off the spiders. So I mean, I probably wouldn't recommend running it in just 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Just go straight to diff lock, and as long as it locks on whatever teeth are still there, then you're good to go.
Right. But actually, so we went riding once with it like that, and then he had a buddy that borrowed his machine and went trail riding with it.
Yeah.
After that, and that was all 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And so the spiders were spinning.
Yeah. No issues.
And never had any issues there. So still haven't changed the diff because it still functions fine, but he does have a new one.
Yeah, I did order a brand new 19 diff. I don't know if they changed anything. I know the part numbers changed on Rocky Mountain's website, but there's no proof that it's anything different than what I had. But same price as a 17 diff, so might as well try the newer one. I don't know.
Right. So that's kind of the latest on his. Other than that, his is pretty much good to go. So we're in the middle of getting ready to go out riding again. I'm finally settled into my new place. For now, anyways, until I build a shop to then just make this a garage. It's a little small for my needs. But yeah, doing a little repair today. So we're just tearing into this a little bit. We got this plastic cover pulled off, and then the cover for the steering wheel bolt, or nut, I should say. And it pulled right off.
Pulled off and hit me right in the face.
So we've seen a couple posts about the steering wheel being stuck on, and we can't act like that was the first time we tried. But he put the nut back on the shaft, and then just smacked the
just
shaft.
held pressure on the steering wheel and then just hammered her home.
And it came right off, so that was cool. We were kind of concerned if that was just going to come off or not.
Obviously, you have your key. You can unplug that.
But yeah, it's right here. Where's the new one at? So yeah, it's this whole assembly. The steering wheel shaft. Didn't need that where we're going anyways. So I should probably mention that amongst this whole time period of having steering issues, I never once had like the EPS light come on or any signs of what the issue was. So by process of elimination of every other part that we've gone through, this is the only thing left. So I really hope this is it. And we'll definitely be sure to let you guys know, even though I'm probably the only one out there going through this stuff, because Billy's machine certainly isn't. And that's, I mean, so it's like sometimes it's working and it's hard to tell, you know, if it's a problem or not, because I'm like, oh, it doesn't feel too bad. But then like at my old house, Billy's machine was there all the time, so I'd like drive mine and move it, and then I would move his, and I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely got an issue. So I don't know. And then once I moved here and I was driving it around, I've got a little bit of land, and I was driving around the yard, and I'm just like, man, this is horrible.
Well, it's just weird that it wouldn't show a light.
Yeah, right.
What trips the light?
Yeah, because I've literally had every steering. I mean, the electrical issues. I don't know. I know some people said check the wiring because some of the Weller boxes came out bad or had moisture issues, but that's the thing. I had this issue before.
Before the Weller box.
Yeah, exactly. So I really hope it's this because I just spent $200 on it, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, we just pulled some bolts off. The only thing we got left is this Allen for like a steering shaft.
Which is loose.
Which it's loose, we just gotta get the shaft off. But the connectors were probably the hardest part. It looks pretty scary in here, so don't judge. But maybe this is my problem, who knows. Too much bogging deep. But it was a problem way before any mud was, you know, really a thing. But one of the connectors was like right up in here. You could get to by just pulling off this one like inner fender. And then the other connector, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's right here. Just had to cut some zip ties and get to that. So overall, not too bad.
Yeah, I know it's been going. I mean, we've been at it for what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, probably.
And it's almost out. So
yeah, and we took a break already for some venison sausage.
Some beef sticks.
But
I had to grab a dew. But yeah, going good. Hopefully we'll be ready in a couple weeks. Should be good to go.
yeah.
We're coming on that later. Sit down and have a chat with you guys like old times. But we're excited, so stay tuned.
Got something to talk about? We're almost there. Give her a little.
We got big action going right now. Not anymore, but we did.
That didn't sound very good.
I might have just broke. Ooh. I don't know what that thing is, but we're not gonna look at it.
You think you gonna pull that thing off like a man or what?
No, it's stuck. I'm gonna fucking lose a tooth. They fucking toothless. Dude, what are you doing?
I'm trying to wedge this in
That
there.
is not how a pry bar works.
You don't know. All right, we're in.
I know.
Oh, damn.
Dude, stop prying at that over that way. Ooh,
Yeah.
Not good on whatever that thing is. We kind of bent this thing, but is this a horn or I don't think they come with
I don't
horns.
think they have horns. Oh my god. Come on, we're so close. It moved like
Dude,
an
I know
inch.
what we need.
Need some
Liquid jizz. Hell yeah.
When in doubt.
Jizz it out.
All right, we'll come back to you when we actually get this off. All right, guys.
So we figured out our issue.
Turns out what we were just fighting
Yeah, so the bolt needs to come all the way out.
Yeah, don't be stupid like us.
Yeah.
The bolt, the shaft has like a chamfer in it. We
like
thought it was
like
just...
most. But
we jumped the
we
gun a little
overlooked
bit.
that one, I guess.
But anyways, it's out. Don't be like us.
Oh, there's a big hole in it.
Talking about my crawler. This thing's down and out, dude. R.I.P. to this guy.
This is why we can't have anything
Can't
nice.
have nothing nice around here.
When you drive it like a rock monster, they don't last.
No, we got some skeletons. Anyways, I was showing you guys this. Some good quality here. This is why you don't be like me and buy cheap shit off eBay. Shine your light once.
You're literally giggling like a schoolgirl.
Oh damn, dude, you're busted.
I just keep
Guest appearance of Aaliyah. She's talking shit.
You have dishes to wash?
What?
Oh god.
Do it if you're bad. Alright, shine your light. Alright, so we noticed this before we put it in, or Billy did. I don't know why it's not focusing, but you can see the negative or ground, whatever you want to call it, is completely like chewed away.
Yeah, they must have went to cut the zip ties to pull it out and just...
Yeah, clip the wire.
Yeah.
So
you don't want them to be your surgeon, that's for sure.
Yeah. So we'll have to fix that up and give it a go. But I figured we'd show you what used parts get you sometimes. But we did some surgery, got her all fixed up, ready to throw it in. Wish us luck. Oh, I get you there?
Yeah, alright, you're good.
That's my bad.
Okay, so...
Yeah, just shove her in there, you know?
And make sure the bolt's gonna line up.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Oh. I think we're in the glory hole.
Yeah, I think we're good, man. Oh, God. We're almost there. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest. Nervous to find out if it's good to go or not.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Big action here.
You recording now?
Just spooled it up.
Get it all buttoned up.
This is
Really?
the first test.
Really not ready. Not ready for the results. But here we go.
Pray for us.
Got the fans wired on all the time.
Yeah, fans are always hot. No way. You can feel it working though.
Look at it. Turn it right now. Turn it that way, to the right.
Well, that's tap.
Yeah, but right. There is no way that is right. Go back left.
I will drive it. Alright, we're gonna give it a little college try here.
What? Oh,
Talking to myself.
am I good up there or not?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what his report is, but there's really, I mean, there's nothing else it could be. So we're kind of at a loss of what's going on because we've replaced the rack. We've replaced the rack, tie rods, literally everything. Now the power steering motor, the Weller box. I mean, we've done everything that we've could, and we'll see what he says.
No way.
Seriously?
Seriously. I don't know. I mean,
So we've literally done everything. I was just telling them that we've done everything. There's nothing else.
yeah. No, I mean, that was the last piece. Unless there's something,
There isn't. There's nothing.
yeah, unless it's not being supplied, like, unless it's something electrically, like there's not enough voltage going to the motor or to the power steering system, is one of the only things left. Like,
Yeah, but that's what the Weller box is supposed to do, I thought.
yeah, but not if it's if it's not getting fed with enough power. You know, like, I did see a few people say, like, oh, my battery was weak and it would happen. But it's just so hard to believe. It's just so hard to believe because I've never had any battery issues. It sits, it starts right up. I mean, granted, I do have a lot of electronics, but I've never had issues.
Well, you have the gauge too, and it's always at
Yeah, I mean, I don't-
13.8 volts or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it varies, but, you know, it varies when you have different things on, you know. Like, it really drops a lot when you're using the electronic steering, you know. Like, right now, it's at 11.3. And at idle, with the fans on, it's at 13.7.
Yeah,
And
which
then-
is normal.
And
That's
then when you steer down, it drops all the way to 11 flat right now. 10.8 is what it is, full cut. You know? And then going back this way, it's in the 11s as you go, and if you hold it full cut, it's... So, like, now that it's sitting at full cut, it's back to, like, 12.8, 12.9, but, I mean, it varies a lot. I don't know. Here, bring that over here. We'll show them. Maybe somebody else has had similar issues.
yeah. I've never looked when I was steering mine.
Right, I mean, it's an electric motor. It's going to have draws, you know? So I don't know if... I probably can't even see, but... So it's at 13.8-ish at idle. But then as I turn it, you know, it's dropping all the way to low 11s, 10s. So I don't know. Maybe it's battery issue, but it's just strange because I've never had any other issues with battery related while winching and everything, you know.
Yeah, I mean, neither have I. And I've went to mine till it's literally gave me a warning for battery.
Right. And yours is a stock battery.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Granted, I have a lot more electronics than you, but none of them are running right now, you know? Nothing's on other than the fans, but that's normal. So, I don't know, it's kind of where we're at with this. Pretty much is what it is at that point. I don't really know what else I can say, you know? If you guys have any clue, you know, let me know. But at this point, it's not unbearable by any means. It's just really irritating, especially when you keep throwing money at something. But I don't know. Should have went with my gut and not even changed it, I guess. But
It just makes no
process of
sense.
elimination told me it had to be that.
And when the front end's off the ground or jacked up or whatever, it's not like there's any binding in the steering either.
No.
It'll steer great when the front end's off the ground. There's nothing with the machine off. You know,
Right.
there's
There's a new rack and tie rods. Like, nothing's bound up. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. But other than that, I mean, I'm over it. I'm just gonna ride with it like this. And for now, anyways, you know, and we'll go from there.
Bet that thing won't do a burnout though. You could have sung that.
Huh?
You could have sent that a couple more times.
Well, I didn't want to ruin the yard. It's a little leggier in Wisconsin.
has that limiter.
Yeah, I had to make sure that was still there.
You're good.
Alright, so the only other thing we can think of is we're throwing a battery charger on it, and we're gonna start it and run it with the charger on and see if maybe it's easier, you know, while running with the charger on. Then maybe that would tell us it's a power issue. I don't know. Last thing, other than that, I'm aborting. Give it a go. How's it feel? Pretty shitty?
You can feel the motor engage. Like you go a little bit, and then it kind of like breaks free almost.
Yeah.
And I mean, the volts are dropping, but only to 12. Like if you're just normally steering it. We're back.
We gotta change the scenery. I'm gonna move this to the casting couch down here. So that's kind of a lost cause going about that. Maybe it's the battery. I don't know. When we switched the charger to engine start, which you guys didn't see after that was right after we turned the camera off, it did seem like it got a little bit easier. So I mean, maybe it's battery. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make much sense to me.
No.
I mean, I don't see that being, I don't know. I mean, the thing idles at 13.8 volts, I mean, and
there's no other signs of battery issues.
yeah, and there's no, I mean, obviously the thing's charging, unless you put your alternator kit back on it or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just something's fucked up that we don't know how to fix.
Right. So anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
We want to let you guys know a little bit ahead of time that if anybody wants to meet up with us, we're going to Windrock. That's our next ride. And we're going the 13th through the 16th of December. So it's pretty much a month from when we're shooting this. I don't know when I'll get it edited and posted, but it's a month from now, so you guys should have a couple weeks in advance if anybody wants to meet us out there and ride for a couple days. That'd be cool. Other than that, it's going to be me, Billy, and then Josh is going too. So that'll be cool to get the three of us. Josh hasn't been to Windrock or Brimstone or any of the mountains. Well,
we went to Black Mountain.
Yeah, he did go to Black Mountain in Kentucky with us.
That was before we really did videos, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was before we did any videos. Yeah.
This is when my machine was stock and still nice.
Yeah, that was when I was on. That was when I was on my turboed Razor, and he was running his YXZ on 27s and no gear reduction. And Josh was in an XP 1000. And things escalated, and we switched. Now, who knows if I made the right decision. But I had some serious issues with that rig, too.
Yeah, I mean, every rig, for how we ride, I guess. I mean, every rig has its issues. It's just finding... This issue that he's dealing with now is just doesn't make any sense to us because we've literally replaced everything from, you know,
from the wheel knuckle all the way to the steering wheel.
It's new, so...
Yeah. So it's kind of new, and it's kind of...
And it's not like it's just from abuse or anything. I mean, his machine has like 2,000 less miles than mine, and mine's been ridden.
808 miles. I've seen that today.
Yeah, and mine is 2,800. So
yeah, and his is obviously beat just as hard. And granted, I've got wider wheels, so in theory it's more strain. But we've even swapped his front wheels onto mine in the past, which probably was even in a video. I don't know. We've been chasing this issue for a while. It's not bad enough to where like I won't ride it. So. Kind of just where we're at. Just let us know if you guys want to meet up, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, we'll be staying at the Windrock campground. So
yeah, for sure. Last time we were too late to booking, and we didn't get an actual cabin at Windrock.
I mean, we were right on Windrock, but
Yeah, not at like their cabins.
we had to do like a double Black Diamond Trail just to get into the park, which
Yeah.
is fine until you have to do it like 4 times a day for a week.
Right.
And it's just the same trail that just beat the hell out of you. But
For sure. So yeah,
yeah, hope to see you guys there.
sounds good.
Over and out.